Hey guys, Magic Man here. Just want to show you this Infiniti that we have here, the Q50. Customers complaining about a tear on their console lid here. So we're going to show you the process of taking care of this and fixing it up. So the first thing we're going to do is get it all cleaned up, get any grease or oil off of there from usage. Again, I'm just using some rubbing alcohol or some lacquer thinner. Clean that off. You see that'll flash off pretty quick there for you. Make it nice and clean. Okay, after we get that all cleaned up, the next thing to do is take some of our vinyl repair compound. First thing I'm going to do is heat this up a little bit just to smooth it out because it is rippled up a little bit. There we go. I'm going to take our palette knife with a little repair compound on there. I'm going to smooth that out a little bit. And I don't want to go all at once. We'll do a couple coats. You don't have to do it all in one shot. Heat that up. Put some grain texture back in there. And we'll do another coat. Just until we smooth out that blemish on there. You see I'm heating this up until it goes clear. It smokes off a little bit. Probably went a little too hot right there, but that's good training video. That looks pretty good actually. I'll do one more for good measure. Go on this side. Get nice and warm. Got nice and warm. I got that grain texture back down in there. Now we'll mask it off and get some dyeing going on. Okay, our next steps are to block off any unwanted areas that we don't want to paint. So we need to cover up this console here a little bit. And again, we're going to be using SEM Products that we always use. And here we just have a little black texture coating. I like to use a little shield here. Remember to always spray away first before we go onto our product, onto our repair area. Again, 2 or 3 light coats. Nothing too heavy. That should dry off fairly quickly. Once it dries off a little bit, put a little bit more on. I'll show you the stitching here. You see how the stitching, we're getting paint on it. Don't worry about too much right now. I'll show you how to get that off then. So 2 or 3 light coats. Last coat I'm going to go a little bit farther just so we blend it out a little bit more. Alright, we'll let that flash off. We'll be right back. Okay, so this dried off pretty good with the texture spray on there right now. So now we need to top coat it with our SEM Products again like we always do. Again, 2 or 3 light coats. You still see a little bit of a dimple on this one. It shows up more in the video than it does in person. But I think we'll be okay with this one. We'll let that flash off. We'll be right back. Okay, last coat. Again, we're going to go a little bit farther than we did before. Pretty much dyeing the whole console lid. Alright, so we'll let that cover up. We'll come back to this stitching here and show you how to get that off. It's quite easy. Okay, once all our paint is dry, which it is, it's all dry to the touch. Now remember there's some white thread stitching here. And of course we got some black on. So the easiest thing I found to do is sometimes you just take your fingernail and lightly rub over it. And it scratches off top layer of the paint that you put on there. You just want to very carefully do this. Doesn't take long. Makes for a much better job. As you can see, the difference between here where we just rubbed it off. Some guys try to mask all this off, which then you get that sharp edge. You know, I just don't like that. At least here, it's all cleaned up. So we'll just do the whole thing, both sides, get that all cleaned up. See, it's coming off pretty easy, and bringing that white stitching back up. And we'll see the difference even between here and here. Just rubbing that with my fingernail a little bit. And that'll do it for this one. Again, this is a 2017 Infiniti Q50. Thanks for watching, guys.